We welcome you back to the mile-high city of Denver, Colorado. It's the Cowboys controlling the football, and we rejoin the action in quarter number 3.
What's the deal, y'all?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So the call there, roughing the passer.
Well, the preseason's time for working out the kinks, but sometimes you've got some defenders who are too eager to impress trying to make this team. And that time we saw one take a shot at the quarterback way too late.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So one play and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays. You kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 51 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
2nd down, here's a run with Bigsby. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he will have a Cowboys first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. Fighting his way through contact. And the Cowboys are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tank Bigsby taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the 2nd half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. Shedding through the defense. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Dallas offense set for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Give to Bigsby on the option. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Fielded at the 33.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Trailing here in the second half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You've got to know when to pull up, or if you're going to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into him. Not a good play at all.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this third quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the third quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. This is brought in by Gibson. And they'll get this down to the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now a handoff to Bigsby. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. Touchdown, Cowboys! A great effort there. Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that, so you really give yourself an advantage.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Boy, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 74 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Again, it's Williams. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for Broncos. 1st down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down. Again, it's Lance. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Play action. Now it's Lance. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll get just a couple, but the sticks move again.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. His throw incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here we go. Here we go.
Desperation time here. Lance. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again.
If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
The drive will start with an option going left. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. He'll drop to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Denver's offense now set to go. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Here's Lance.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and give him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Here's second and 10.
Brings up second and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Back to throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A very solid gain of 27. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
They'll come out in the pistol. Gibson going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the Broncos 3-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll go. It's Gibson. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Antonio Gibson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. So 4th and goal, their head coach gave that offensive line one more chance to punch it in, and this time they were successful.
They certainly paid off the coach's confidence, didn't they? And how about the fact that they stayed with the ground game? Because a lot of times in that situation, partner, we see teams try and roll the quarterback out, give a little run-pass option, and treat it like a 2-point conversion play. In this case, they went with a little bit more power and got it done.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you...
There he goes, left side. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. From midfield, here's Lance.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Broncos. A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Broncos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns them there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
I think it might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets them.
And the Cowboys are able to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all, and if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
They'll set up a throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
The Broncos about set to go on offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Atwell here.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now Lance.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
And Lance now to throw.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll leave him with a third and just a yard.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Lance to throw on 3rd and 1.
They'll set up the screen with Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Marquise Bell in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
And they'll go for it. Lance.
That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first.
And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
63 yards rushing for him now to this point. This 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. And he will have a Cowboys first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
Yeah, good work there in open space. He's got this all the way down now to the 32.
It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Denver, good night, everybody.